up a little hezzy and back to the line. Boom, and one. Rayline at the top of the key. Marries the third. Wide open look for Olsen here. Back to back, and look at Ekstrom gobbling him up underneath. Great rebound there by Watertown. Good evening and welcome to the Watertown Civic Arena for tonight's SoDak 16 game against the 7 seed Watertown Arrows hosting the 10 seed Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots. My name is Sam Mooney, and joining me in the booth as always is the handsome and talented Brian Norberg. How we doing?
Tournament edition tonight. It's March, right?
Yeah,
March. People are filing in, Sam.
People are filing in for sure. The student section's looking good. My voice is already a little raspy. Still recovering from Thursday's girls game.
Yeah. Listen, the fact you texted me at 5 a.m. this morning, so fired up for this game, was not appreciated.
Well, but you know what was appreciated? That you were on the treadmill already at 5 a.m.
Already was done with it.
Yeah, you had already had your.
Yeah.
Get a good shot of the student section there.
They're the fellas.
Yep.
The fellas right there. The people we are looking at right there, they better bring it. They got to bring it tonight. They got to bring it. I've challenged them. I've seen them out in public, talked to them. Ty Leonards and I, we had a little sit down.
Good.
Ty said, I just texted Ty right now, flex camp, be ready.
Yes.
And so, yeah, those guys got to bring it, guys and girls down there. But, hey, they got a nice student section filled in. They didn't pay a dime. We had some good contributions from the community. We got some middle schoolers rolling in over there. Yeah, hopefully it fills up. It's going to be a great atmosphere. If you're at home right now and you're listening to Sam and I and you can make it, we really encourage you to get up here. It's going to be a fun night.
We're about 23 minutes away from tip-off, and like Brian said, there's still people filling in. Student section's looking good. It appears that our community has shown up. The quote-unquote adult section, the old section in front of us, looks good. I see some people that I judged debate with yesterday. The KXLG crowd is over here to our left. They showed up and showed out. We've got a who's who of Murderers Row of the Watertown community in front of us. So if all goes well, home court advantage.
Let's not let the fact you judged a debate tournament. What do you not do? This is news to me here.
Yeah, I did a little debate last night. It was a good time.
Are you qualified for that, or is this you volunteered?
I don't think I definitely am qualified for that. I think it's like an umpire/referee situation that they'll just take any warm body.
I just thought you talked a lot. That's why you could do that.
But in that case, I have to shut up.
Yeah, that's hard for you.
Yeah, it is hard.
Yeah. Or you're the only judge that talks a lot while they're at probably.
That's probably fair. I just started interrupting.
I may not get asked back.
No, I may not. But kudos to Scott Walker and his team for putting on a great tournament. And speaking of great tournament, we are in the SoDak 16 here, which is tournament play for AA basketball. We've got a whole slate of things to go over pregame wise. We are just going to sit back for now, kind of enjoy the ambiance a little bit, and kind of take it all in. There's quite a few people here so far.
Yeah, they're filing in Saturday evening. There's we'll get to it. Some of the other games that have already occurred today. There's 2 others that will be going on when ours is going on, and it's just a little different feeling, Sam, when it's tournament time, whether it's a game like this, like the SoDak 16, to get into the state tournament. It's just different. There's a completely different feel in the air. You sense it coming on, even watching games on TV, even though I watched the Northern Sun today, that tournament down at the Pentagon of Sioux Falls, and it's just a really fun time of year for basketball fans and players and coaches alike.
For sure, and you hinted on it a little bit. We, as far as the other SoDak 16 games that are going on, I would say that we are the main event in the state of South Dakota tonight.
Yeah.
We've got Huron and O'Gorman going on at the same time, but that's a 6-12, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
that's
we got.
Be interesting.
That'll be a good game. But then at 5 o'clock, Mitchell, the number 1 seed, Mitchell tipped off.
Yeah.
Against,
Mitchell's got
Yankton.
That's right. Yeah, which they went to overtime earlier this year.
Yep. So, but for the state of South Dakota, I would say that the 7-10 seed Watertown versus Lincoln, I would say we are the main event.
And the 8-9 today, the 8-9 today was won in overtime at home with Jefferson getting the win.
Yes.
School song.
All right, so the boys are taking the court. Well, our school song goes, now our boys are taking the court, and everybody in the arena is up on their feet, as they should. The referees are taking the court. The players are taking the court. We are approximately 19 minutes away from tip-off, excuse me. We got a lot to cover. So let's recap our Watertown Arrows. Watertown's won 4 of their last 5. Started their first 15 games, they went 8-7. Last 5 games, they went 4-1. A major increase in points per game, over 10 points per game in the last 5 games. Been shooting the lights out. Come into this as the number 7 seed in the state. Brian, you know better than me, when's the last time we hosted a playoff game?
Well, I believe it would be, it would have been
15 or 16, right?
No, because we had one, it was the year after I was done, so it would have been, I'm trying to remember the years, probably 19 or 20, 19. Probably in 19, we had Huron at home, got beat last second shot, I believe. So that would have been the last time we had a game hosting to get to a state tournament. Of course, we used to have the districts and regions.
Right.
That changed a number of years ago, and now you got the one night where it's you got one shot to get in.
Yep.
And like I said, a 7-10 matchup. These guys have worked really hard to get that 7 seed this year. We thought at various points of the season maybe we had played our way out of that, but with the close that you just talked about for this season, they put themselves right back in the mix, and are definitely playing their best basketball, and the numbers show it.
Sioux Falls Lincoln comes in at 10-10, and it's an even 10-10, and what I mean by that is they have split every game that they've played, so they haven't swept anybody. They split with Roosevelt, Washington, Jefferson, and O'Gorman, looking for their first sweep of the season tonight as they beat Watertown on January 30th, way back in January, or January 3rd, I think. But way back in January, they beat the Watertown Arrows here on this court.
Yeah, you know, Lincoln falls into the same category as the Watertown Arrows, Huron Tigers, O'Gorman, Jefferson, Washington. I think kind of that whole mix of teams, it's on whatever given night that team plays well is going to get the win. They are perennially a team that is playing their best basketball at tournament time. It's almost like they kind of just wait around in the waters for a while during the season, and then they put it all together. We know how talented they are
Yep.
And the ability they have. And they've had a season where they play a very tough schedule, playing all the Sioux Falls schools twice. And so the record is never too indicative of how good and talented they are, and we saw that here.
Yep.
So it's going to be an interesting matchup, and just like many others across the state have been and will be tonight.
Yeah, you touched on it. They beat some really good teams: Roosevelt, Washington, Jefferson. You know, they got a tough Sioux Falls schedule, like you mentioned. Let's talk about some of Lincoln's players. Let's start with the guy that hurt us the last time they played, Sam DeGroat, number 15. The last time we saw him, he was coming off the bench. He cooked us for about 21, 23 at that time. He's a 6'5" sophomore, right?
Yeah, sophomore, 6'5", 6'6", lanky. And I'm telling you, I think we witnessed his coming out party for this year because he came out and like gangbusters and played great, 20-plus points, and did it very efficiently. I think at one point he had missed a shot.
Yeah,
if I remember right.
He was 4 for 5 from 3.
Yeah.
And he loved these perimeters, these elbow perimeter shots where he was just literally shooting the lights out.
So DeGroat is a very talented sophomore that I think from that point on they inserted him in the starting lineup, and I know he's been starting here this last month. Just a talented kid that causes trouble not only by his scoring around the basket with his length, but he really, I think you got to run him off the three-point line. You got to be physical with him, because if he gets comfortable like he did up here, we can see what he can do and how talented he is. You got to be physical with DeGroat tonight, or DeGroat. We said it wrong, DeGroat.
DeGroat. We said it wrong the last time.
Some Graham out there is mad at me. I apologize.
We did our diligence this time, and we confirmed that it is DeGroat.
That's the homework you do, Sam.
Yes.
I just show up. You do all the homework. But hey, he's really talented, along with a bunch of other talented kids. And I know the next guy on the list there that we're going to mention is Shea Schaefer, right?
Yeah, Tate Schaefer, yep.
Yeah, what an athlete. Not going to be the tallest kid on the court by any means, but watching more and more of Schaefer's film, he really can shoot it. And he has no conscience. He's not afraid to shoot it in big moments, big spots. You got to run him off the three-point line, and you do that, and all of a sudden he finishes with a nice pull-up game. But haven't seen him do a ton at the basket, but just a good athlete out there that really probably at the end of the day is their most consistent scorer.
Yeah, Tate Schaefer, last time he was here, 4 of 8 for 12 points, or excuse me, 4 of 8 3-pointers for 12 points against Stevens. Fun fact about him, he's also their star quarterback, he's also their kicker, he's also their punter, and he'll also be playing football at USF next year.
Yeah, but how good of a golfer is he, Sam?
Yeah,
really?
That's fair.
I mean,
that's fair.
He probably is a good golfer too, actually. I shouldn't say that. He probably is.
Tate Schaefer, the last time that they were here back in January, we actually did a pretty good job of slowing him down. He had 8 points against us. Yeah. He did contribute 3 steals, but he was 2-11 from the three-point line last time. And we kind of talked about it a little bit off air. We expect him to be a little better tonight than he was last time.
Yeah, if we could get him to a 2-11 night tonight, it would be bonus for us. If we could hold him to 8, that would be great. Because, yeah, like I say, he's just a really talented kid. And the lights are on tonight, and I think they got a lot of kids that, just like Watertown does, a lot of kids that are looking to rise to the occasion here under the lights.
Let's shift our focus to the Watertown Arrows as far as key players goes. I mean, we could highlight any one of the 8 seniors who have just been a force all season long and been phenomenal. But I really want to touch base tonight on number 14, Will Engstrom. Been a huge spark off the bench for us. He's averaging just about 10 points a game the last 7 games. What can you tell us about Will? Will
all year has been just kind of growing into his role. All year I've been impressed that every time he's come off the bench, he's been confident. And he's had some good games. He's had some not so good games. The consistency is continuing to grow, you know, where there's more and more nights where we need him. We need him off the bench. There's a lot of times where he's an extra bit of firepower off the bench, and he's really taken on that role, done a good job with it, and he does it both by shooting it and he does it by attacking. But he's going to make something happen one way or another. It could be good, it could be bad, but Will's going to make something happen. And I think he's really improved on the defensive end as well. But definitely a guy off the bench that we have a luxury that he's going to come in with an offensive mind.
Yeah, I think it's pretty unique to highlight a guy that comes off the bench, but when you're averaging almost 10 points a game coming off the bench in a high school setting, I mean, it's important. He's so important to us. We can't talk about the Watertown Arrows and their success the last several games and the season without touching on number 4, Dylan Rodden. Just about 14 points per game, had a 30-burger against Huron, averaging 24 points in his last 4 games. How important is he for tonight's win?
So Dylan, we knew going into the year, it had to be the guy among other guys playing really well, which they have. But what he's become, not only are those numbers really good, he's not only scored, he's scored when we needed it. So the amount of clutch buckets that he's gotten us to win games, that's what's been impressive about Dylan. All year, he's had a great year, but down the stretch, he's been our closer. And as you can see some film here on the Huron game where he hit some big shots down in Yankton, hits 2 in a row that just iced the game. He is our guy. There's no question about it. That is going to create a lot, not only for himself, but for others. And when he gets going downhill, he's really good. When we're in transition, we're that much better. But what I've been impressed with Dylan, his ability to score at all 3 levels, and then on top of that, hit the big shot when we need it. So hopefully that continues tonight.
As far as impact players goes for this game, there's a litany of players that we can name from both sides. Impact players for Watertown, we talked about Engstrom. I think he's going to step up big for us. The other guy that I think is going to make a big impact for this game is going to be Jake Olson.
Yeah, you know, and I think the Lincoln game, Jake hit a bucket or 2 early, and I don't think he had anything else the rest of the night that went well for him that game. And it was probably in the middle, a little bit of a stretch where he was struggling. He's come out of that with flying colors, is playing with much more confidence than he was at that point. And so excited to see Jake tonight. They're going to try to really suffocate him on the 3-point line. He has the ability to do so much else. He's going to have to be great on the boards tonight. Use that to kind of energize himself on the offensive end. He's a great passer, a great outlet guy, which is undervalued. That gets us downhill a lot. But there's no question about it. We need Jake to make some shots tonight, and he's been playing really good basketball, and it'd be fun to see.
I think what is it, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the last 3, maybe 4 games, every game that we've started with a Jake Olson 3-point basket.
Yeah.
He's hit a couple from the corner and a couple from the top.
He was big. What was the last one? Was Aberdeen, where he came out on fire and then got in foul trouble, right? He came out and he had, I don't know, he had a quick 10 or 12 and then got his second foul and sat the rest of the half, and we had the big lead, so coach kept him on the bench and then never really got back into the rhythm. Still had a great game, but he just never got in the rhythm. He was on fire there, so we'd love to see something like that with Jake. There's no question about it.
Yeah, for sure. We could spend all day on Sioux Falls Lincoln talking about Tate Schaefer, talking about Sam DeGroat. Another guy that kind of quietly had a big game against us last month was Braxton, or excuse me, back in January, was Braxton Moore. 6'4" senior guard, 7 points, quiet 7 points, but 8 rebounds to go with it.
I'm guessing that Moore, when Coach Halseth looks at the stats after every game, I'm guessing he's always surprised what Moore's stat sheet looks like. He's kind of their utility guy, right? He's a utility guy, and I don't mean that in any other way but a complimentary way, because he all of a sudden will get that 8, 9, 10 points, but he doesn't have to do it with taking a lot of shots. He doesn't have the ball in his hands a lot, but he's a lefty shooter that can really score it. I think he's a guy they trust defensively. He's a 6'2", 6'3", physical kid, good athlete again out there. He's kind of the unsung guy, I think, on this team that does a lot for him. And you got 2 lefties. You got, maybe you're going to mention Sam Erickson next, the other sophomore that hurt us here, who's just a red light, dead on shooter. Does a really good job. He hurt us up here big time. Him and DeGroat, they changed the game. But back to Moore, I had him kind of circled as X factor tonight, because you kind of know what Schaefer's going to give you. And we haven't mentioned their rudder, their guy that makes them go is Eddie Knoll. And when you watch Eddie Knoll, there's probably better guards in the state. There's probably better ball handlers, probably better shooters. But overall, as a package, the kid's a gamer. He is a competitor, and Eddie wants to win as bad as anyone on the court. And he's done that his whole career. So we really got to do a good job of not letting Eddie outcompete you. He's going to be physical. He's a football guy that's probably going to have opportunity there in college. So again, a plethora of talent and ability on the court, and we're just covering it all here, making him look really good. So, right?
I do want to take this opportunity to address the audience from Sioux Falls that may be watching us, may be listening to us. We welcome you to the audience. Brian and I are Watertown guys, so we want to just get that out of the way right away. We are Arrow TV. That being said, we are going to do our best to highlight your students, your student athletes. We're going to do our best to give them love when love is appropriate. But keep in mind, we are Arrow TV. We are Watertonians.
Yeah, we were kind of hoping all the Arrow fans would show up here tonight, which they've done a good job of, and we'll definitely be more than happy to call this game for the Lincoln fans back in Sioux Falls.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
We're glad they're tuning in.
And that being said, if you are at home watching and listening to us right now, if you have a chance to get here, turn us off. The YouTube stream's not going anywhere. It'll be there when you get back. There's still some seats available in the Arrow section, although sparse.
Yeah, it's filling in, isn't it?
It really is.
Sam, I'm telling you, it's exciting. And we've talked about it. I think Coach McClemens got on the radio here this week, and you're doing this. These kids deserve it. Not just our kids, but all kids across the state that have had good seasons. You get to host a game. It means something when people are in the stands, and I just hope the Arrows can feed off of it tonight. They have nothing to lose. They've earned this right to play tonight here in town in front of their home crowd, so then take advantage of it. If I have to put my coach hat on and what I'd be telling them pregame wise, play loose, play free, use the energy. Don't. Sometimes it flips the other way for the home team. They play a little tighter. And there's no reason to. You have nothing to protect tonight. Neither team here tonight should feel like they have anything to protect. They got to go after it.
Right. So the last time that these two teams played, the Arrows quickly jumped out to a 6-0 lead. They lost that lead at 8-6. That finished the first quarter at 9-8. But that 6-0 lead, that was the only lead they had for the game.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think Lincoln played great that night, other than a couple performances. And I know we didn't play very good. I know they can be a lot better than they were that night. We've been a lot better as well. But keys tonight here, just quickly before we turn it over to anything, we got to continue to play how we play. So when we're good, Sam, we're moving the ball. The ball is moving. A lot of time it starts with Dylan. Look for Lincoln to take him away early and often and make him work all night. But get that ball movement. We don't have to change anything. because we're good when we're together. So nothing has to happen differently than what we've had happen all year and what we do well all year. Stay the course there, feed off their energy of the crowd, and we got to cover the three-point line. There's just too many guns that they have. Yes, they can beat us in different ways. Got to run them off the three-point line, and it's got to be 4 quarters, saying we can't do the 3-quarter deal and take 1 quarter off.
Couldn't agree
That's
more.
kind of been a challenge for us. We got to put 4 quarters together, give yourself a chance down the stretch. Then it's going to come down to kids who make plays.
The buzzer just went off. We are going to turn it over to the legendary Mark Bellum. He's going to announce cheerleaders on both sides. He's going to announce reserves on both sides. Then he's going to announce starters. We're going to get the best introduction of any high school sporting event in the state. Not to mention, we're going to throw in the greatest song ever composed. We're going to take a quick timeout. Brian and I are going to push pause. We'll leave the camera live on Bellum. We'll be back for tip-off.
Your cooperation and support of the values promoted by these SoDak 16 schools is appreciated. Officials for tonight's matchup are Scott Deutsch, Patrick Deutsch Jr., and Paul Rosell. These officials are licensed by the South Dakota High School Activities Association, and their experience and integrity qualify them to administer the rules of the game. As fans, you are expected to treat them with the respect they deserve. At this time, we ask you to remain standing. Remove your caps as we pay honor to America with the playing of our national anthem. The anthem will be performed by the Watertown High School Band under the direction of Austin Fordham. Veterans and active duty military non-uniform may salute the flag. First, let's meet our cheerleaders. First, for the visiting Lincoln Patriots. Noli Cole. Mattai Gady. Bentley Hillman. Reese Sanick. Charlotte Metzger. Lydia Nelson. And Maitland Walter. Cheer coaches are Betsy Plunder and Christina Waffle. And now our Watertown Arrows cheerleaders. Natalie Benson. Anna Brendan. Kendra Buckles. Brooklyn Dahl. Shane Hoffman. Lauren Keller. Cameron Norquist, Alexis Olson. Now we will meet the reserves for both teams. First, for the Patriots, number 5, Sam Erickson. Number 13, Isaac Jarowski. Number 21, Isaiah Tier. Number 25, Ruben Guiley. Number 31, Will Adler. Number 33, Peter Jall. Number 35, Ryan Sutherson. Number 41, Gary Crow. Number 43, Andrew Frater. Number 43, Brody Schaefer. And number 51, Luke Bridges. And now your Watertown Arrows reserves. Number 0, Hunter Visser. Number 1, Jackson Fowler. Number 2, Brody Morrison. Number 3, Gabe Norberg. Number 11, Gabe Becker. Number 12, Mitch Olson. Number 13, Jackson McClemmons. Number 14, Will Engstrom. Number 21, Cole Hansen. Number 22, Ashton Raylock. Number 24, Peyton Fisher. And number 25, Austin Redfield. And now, your starting lineups. First, the visiting Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots. Number 1, the 6'4" junior guard, Edison Noel. Number 3 is the 6'1" senior guard, Tate Schaefer. Number 11 is the 6'1" senior guard, Jack Smith. Number 15 is the 6'5" sophomore forward, Sam DeRue. And number 23 is the 6'4" senior forward, Braxton Moore. Assistant coaches, Scott Henry, Jared Jensen, Ryan Gundoy, and the head coach, Jeff Halstead.
Well, if that doesn't make the hair on your arm stand up a little bit, Brian, I don't know what does.
Absolutely. Buckle up. Time to go. Seems like we've been waiting. You know, you wait all week, wait all day. It's time to play ball.
Congratulations to the Watertown students for showing up and showing out. Our community showed up and showed out. All the talk is over. All the hype is over. Let's see if it plays up to it, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Kids are in it too. Let's hopefully give them something to cheer about, feed off that energy, and off we go here.
We are seconds away from the tip. Paul Roselle, better known as Rosie, throws it up, and Lincoln will control the tip. We are underway, Brian. Last time that these two teams played, like I said, we got off to a 6-0 start, but Sioux Falls quickly took control of the game, mostly from the outside. We'll see if they try to stay with that, or if they're going to try to pound the ball inside a little bit more tonight.
Yeah, I think typically the game plan against us is going to be trying to pound it inside. There's our guy, Moore. Lefty stroke, good-looking shooter.
You know what, though? Like, if you're Watertown, the shot falls, but that's great defense by Rabine as Moore picks that one off, and the Arrows are off to a little rocky start, but we're just seconds in. Moore high off the glass to Beauchamp. Beauchamp outlets real fast to Rabine. I think Rabine's going to slow it down a little bit.
Gotta slow it down. Nice
Great pass by Beauchamp into Olson, and the Arrows are on the board for 2.
A nice pass.
Great pass by Beauchamp as he finds Olson cutting inside. 3-2.
Yeah, kind of both teams got to settle in. You're gonna be sucking air here in about a minute. because of all the adrenaline, and then you catch your second win, teams settle in, and you play ball.
This may be the biggest crowd that both teams have played in front of all season. As Moore steps out to the top, Rodden chases it down.
Oh, no. Okay.
Arrows fortunate there. Rodden goes to the back for an easy 2, and the Arrows take a 5-4 lead.
Yeah, interesting. Moore's come out aggressive, which isn't too surprising. I thought maybe they'd go to Grote early. We got a legal screen there, just kind of an interchange with Jack Smith.
Rodden may have taken one to the eye here.
Well, he's going to lose the battle running into Jack Smith, I tell you that.
Yep, absolutely.
Hopefully Dill's okay.
We're going to stop it for a little bit, let him...
Maybe got hit in the eye here a little bit. Tough kid.
Contact issue, maybe?
Possibly.
Well, he needs that eye, Brian.
He does.
That's important.
One will be good enough with Dill, I think.
4-3 lead for the Arrows. Just about 2 minutes gone in the first quarter.
Kind of our first half-court possession here for the Arrows here, 2 minutes into the game.
Sioux Falls Lincoln showed up tonight as well, so props to them. Their student section looks like they're wearing basketball jerseys, football jerseys, and whatnot. Nice to see them make about the 100-mile trek to the arena.
Something you got to be careful with in Lincoln, them jumping the lanes. They switch pretty liberally on the defensive end.
Jake right underneath, gets an opportunity, misses the bunny, gets the rebound, kicks it back out to Rodden, get a new shot clock.
Yeah, and that's what happens sometimes. They're going to switch some of those screens. They're a nice job of slipping. Jake has always been a really good he moves really well when teams are switching against us to find those openings, and just wasn't able to finish that one, Sam.
Rodden with a little step back, comes up just short as he misses everything but the bottom of the net. First time seeing Tate Schaefer with the ball as he tries to extend off of Rabine. Good job of Rabine staying in front of him.
Yeah, and Jake's going to play off Jack Smith a little bit, kind of dare him to shoot the jumper. They got plenty of other guys that shoot the jumper. That's not Jack's first option. So Jake's going to play off him. Interesting, Coach put him on Smith just to play him off in the lane, more of a help defender.
You know, that's one guy that we really didn't talk about a whole lot was Jack Smith, number 11. He only had 2 points against us the last time, but that kid's going to go to SDSU to play football. So we know that he's an athlete. Rabine chases down that rebound and gets us a new shot clock. Good rebound by Marcus. Yeah, Smith's one of the most prolific receivers in the state of South Dakota in the history of football here, so not a bad athlete. No, not at all. Rodden's going to attack the lane and get underneath for a 2-point basket underneath as Rodden gets creative under the basket again, which he does so well. 6-3 Arrows lead. There's a big matchup here. Caden's done such a good job all year against. Tate from way downtown draws the front of the iron, and the ball bounces right into Rodden's lap. Gets poked out from behind. Yeah, we can't have the empty turnovers we give up. No look leads to an open look. Bad miss by DeGroat in the corner. We'll take that after he just absolutely torched us the last time. Yeah, we just got to make sure to take care of the ball. You can't give them free buckets there. We got lucky, fortunate there on that one. I think Beauchamp is doing a good job on DeGroat. There's a foul on DeGroat as he just tries to reaches in on Rodden. Rodden's still playing with that eye a little bit. I wonder if he's got that contact okay. I don't even know if he has contact, Sam. I don't know. I feel, well, that's fair. I feel like we'll go with that though. We got Bisker and Engstrom here checking into the game as Rabine and Jake Olson go out. And like we were talking about, Will's going to come in and he's going to make something happen. Early, I know it's early, but I really like what Beauchamp's doing defensively on DeGroat thus far. Yeah, he's done such a nice job this year doing that without getting in foul trouble. Really been a big step up for him. They got Smith on Rodden. Engstrom goes out there to go get it, gets the save, gets it over to Beauchamp, who gets it back out to Rodden. What do we say? He stepped on the line? They call it on the baseline there. Yeah, Will must have stepped on the line as he was trying to save it. So this is, we always get a couple-minute stretch here in the first quarter with this lineup. As Erickson comes in for Lincoln, another shooter. They become offensively, this is probably, and then Dravowski again, Isaac comes in. This is a really good offensive lineup for them when Erickson gets in, and he's kind of a hired gun off the bench, and you really got to stick with him as we have Bisker that's not going to leave him. You know, I hate to be redundant, but I love what Beauchamp is doing on DeGroat right now. He is bodying him anytime that he gets a chance. He's got his hands on him.
Got to keep your hand up.
Great defense as he stays in front of him.
Yep.
Oh, that's a tough foul. I thought what do you think?
I think it was a good call. I mean, Caden did a good job. He didn't have to do what he did physically there. Is that hopefully just one?
That's one on Beauchamp.
Okay. Yeah, he was there and he didn't really need to body him, I thought. But
yeah,
I think there was a lot of contact.
I see it there. He kind of thrusted on him a little bit. Engstrom out on Schaefer. Schaefer's going to do a step back in the corner, in and out.
Mitch Olsen in there now is going to be on DeGroat. Mitch he's got 5 fouls to give. I don't mean that in a bad way. He can be physical with them.
That's going to stay here as Rodden attacks the basket and gets blocked.
So let's take a look at things, Sam. Early from the perimeter, you know, Watertown, I think we've shot it. I mean, there's 2 shots that have got about halfway there, right? Really short. Usually in a game like this, you're shooting it long because you have all the adrenaline. But, you know, Dylan's going to have a seat now here, but the 3-minute mark, and we got to find some offense on the floor here with Dylan on the bench.
A little bit of a mismatch there with Cohen on Crow. Lincoln does a good job of quickly getting off. I'd like to see Cohen just kind of try to take Crow to the rack if he gets him out on the perimeter like that again.
Yeah, he's a long athletic kid. They just take one out and put another one in.
Engstrom with his back to the basket turns around and gets swatted away by Crow doing his best Dikembe impersonation. 6-3 with 2.5 left in the first. Braxton Moore steps out for a 3, comes up short. There's a scramble for the ball. It ends up in the lap of number 13, and that's going to be Isaac Jarvosky. He had 0 points against us the last time. He's already got 2 tonight.
Yeah, Isaac's another really talented kid out there. Just that one kind of showed up in his lap for an easy one.
Arrows have been without a basket for a while yet. We got a jump ball there.
Yeah, we're gonna call it a jump. So kind of, you know, both teams typical, feeling it out a little bit. Lincoln hasn't shot it extremely well after their opening 3-pointer. I don't think we've hit a 3 as well, and we rely on that quite a bit. And so, yeah, as a result, 6-5.
End of the first quarter, this last meeting was 9-8.
Yeah, 9-8, right?
So
we're on pace.
Rodden attacks the basket. Beauchamp gobbles up that offensive rebound. He's got 2 guys on him underneath. Puts it back up, gets the and 1.
So pretty encouraging. Sorry, Sam. I think at the quarter break, Coach also has to be talking to the Lincoln boys about the rebounding, because right now that's probably 4 or 5 offensive rebounds we've gotten. I don't know how many we've scored, maybe off of one of them is all, but we've been really active on the offensive glass and doing a good job on the defensive side too, rebounds.
It's important for the Beauchamp, if I remember correctly, is about a 58% free throw shooter. Draws the front of the iron on both of them. We've been short all night.
Yeah, a little short. Got to settle in.
Bringing up the ball is going to be Isaac Jarowski. Kicks it out to Moore. Moore goes underneath to Crow. This time guarded by Jake Olsen. Beauchamp comes away with it. Had an opportunity for Jake, but it just got swatted out.
Got to be stronger with the ball. Their hands are really quick. Everyone's got to be a little tighter with it.
Yeah, and keep in mind,
we had Jake running, didn't we?
Yeah, and keep in mind that this Lincoln team is tall and lengthy. As Cohen Kranz goes up and hits the first green bean of the game for the Arrows to extend the lead to 9-5. And I tell you what, Brian, anytime that we can get Cohen Kranz hot, that is a good thing for this basketball team.
Cohen's playing, we've been really good. No question about it.
I think if we can get Cohen into that 9, 10, 11 range, that's a good sign for the Arrows.
Good contest there. We got, Erickson, he's got the green light to shoot it. We got a hand up on him. Nice.
And good cut back into Jake as it gets, yes, Jake gets fouled.
Yeah, I don't know what Crow is too upset about there. Definitely a foul.
Crow was pretty animated there, but I think if he goes back and watches it, he clearly followed Jake.
Yeah, good cut. Jake's been active off the ball, and we find him. That's what's fun about this team. When you cut, if you make a good cut and you're open, guys find you. And it's not just one guy, everyone on the floor. They'll find you.
Yep, I talked to Coach McClemens about that at the beginning of the year as Jake makes his first free throw. I talked to Coach McClemens about that before the first game of the year. He said, you know what, we don't have a lot of size, but we got a lot of guys that can run and cut. Connie Lake chimes in on our broadcast. She says, thank you for sharing that amazing Arrow video on Arrow TV. Appreciate you watching, Connie.
Yeah, Connie, by far my favorite lake in Watertown. Absolutely.
Well, Elizabeth may have something to say about that.
Yeah, Elizabeth's close, but Connie.
Jake makes both free throws. It's 11-5. We'll take this quick timeout in action just to let everybody know. If you're watching, give us a shout out on YouTube. Tell us where you're from, who you're watching, who you're rooting for, and maybe Norberg will critique your golf game.
Should be a little 2-for-1 here, possibly if they wanted it to take a quick one.
Good drive to the basket. That's number 11, Jack Smith. Last time he had 2 points against us. He's already on the board again. But like we talked about, he's an athlete.
Yeah, we came out hard on him. I'm not sure why. Got to keep him out of the paint because he can do that on you.
Shot clock is off. Presumably the Arrows will hold for the last shot of the quarter. 11-7 right now as Rodden stands with the ball at the top of the key.
Don't go too early. Now we go. Plenty early.
Lots of time left here to look for something. Got Mitch down underneath. Can't get him. Do we get a foul there?
Nope.
I thought maybe we had an opportunity to get one, but does not. At the end of the first quarter, your Watertown Arrows are leading Sioux Falls Patriots 11-7. We're going to take this quick 30-second timeout brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union.
To Sharp Automotive Group, where we're here to help you find the best deal in town. We have the largest truck inventory in Northeast South Dakota and the best selection of cars and SUVs too. You'll get the best price the first time and the best selection. So stop in today at Sharp Automotive Group.
Trying to work through the stats here, the live stats, to get those to everybody. We'll take this opportunity to welcome in Lucas Hyatt, who says, no problem, Connie. Hannon Bratcher says, great announcing on the live stream. Go Pats. Appreciate you joining us, Hannah. And then the legendary Annie Cummings says, go Arrows, best announcers. Of course, we appreciate AC. And then Ryan Johnson says, watching from Sioux Falls, go basketball, great basketball, go Jacks. Barry Poppin watching from Kansas City, let's go Arrows. Great production all year, all sports. Fly Eagles 11, the Hanson Caden Mooney all the way from Philadelphia, PA, says go Arrows.
Boy, there's some dignitaries checking in. We got Barry Poppin, we got my college buddy Ryan Johnson. He's a Sioux Falls Washington Warrior legend.
Yep, nice to have welcome the Sioux Falls crowd joining us as we start the second quarter as the Arrows hold on to an 11-7 lead. See if both teams can settle down here a little bit.
Defensively, we've done a nice job tonight. That's a walk.
Yeah, and McClemens is all over that referee. DeGroat wide open for a three, hits the side of the iron, rebound by Moore.
Nice pass.
Great pass by Moore underneath to DeGroat.
Really good pass. Tough one because he caught it and he walked.
Arrows answer back right away with a little midi from number 10, Cohen Kranz. The senior comes alive.
Is that Pat Deutsch over there?
Just getting an earful.
Him and Coach Mack had a nice conversation there. It was kind of one-sided, though.
Yeah, I don't think there was a whole lot of conversing there.
Pat's been doing it a long time. He knows when to listen.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 13-9 as the student section for the Arrows comes alive. Caden Beauchamp doing a great job defensively, this time on Braxton Moore, earlier on DeGroat. Wrong-handed Moore for a three. Jake comes off, gonna get a push on DeGroat. That's gonna be his second, and I don't think he's really happy with it either.
Yeah, that's a big call here. We'll look on the replay, probably just a little push. I don't know if we'll get to it, but
see if we can see it here. Underneath.
Yeah, it's a tough one. He kind of grabbed and tried to throw Beauchamp, but it really wasn't a lot there.
So DeGroat's got two now, so if you're the Arrows, do you want to go after him? See if you can get three on him? Rodden goes and hits the front of the iron.
Yeah, we're just short. Bill's short a little bit. Yeah, looks like Coach Halsey is going to roll the dice a little bit, leave him in there. Because they have Crow on the bench, who's very active and started most of the year for them at that same spot. So we'll see.
We haven't seen Beauchamp on the perimeter defensively a whole lot this year as Tate Schaefer goes out for a deep three and buries that one. trims the lead to 1. Beauchamp's doing a good job defensively all year long, but he's doing great on that perimeter tonight as the Arrows turn the ball over. Arrows got to be careful here. We get into these runs and these slumps where we have empty possessions.
Yeah, I think Marcus just got going a little quick there. Jake's got to stay down.
Jake did a good job of recuperating after leaving his feet.
Yeah, I don't think Schaefer loves to go. I don't think he loves to get all the way to the hoop as much as he likes to spot up from 3, and then pull-up game is pretty darn good as well.
Thought Jake maybe he was going to fire that one.
He thought about it.
Jake's looking to go underneath. Beauchamp gives it to him. Jake's got his hand to the basket.
Very active defensively, this Lincoln team with their hands.
Yeah, Jack Smith did a good job of coming underneath. Got Raybine underneath and just missed him again. The pass was too hot at his feet.
The right look, just threw it at his feet. We're sitting at 4 turnovers. That might be number 5 there. 1 of 6 from 3. Lincoln's 2 of 10 from 3. So neither team lighting it up from the 3-point line behind the arc. We're at 35% overall. They're at 33%. Rebounding-wise, looks like it's a 12-6. We're doubling them up on the boards, and probably the reason that it's a 1-point game right now in our favor.
5 minutes left to go in the first half as the Arrows are trying to hang on to this lead here. And again, Beauchamp just doing an absolutely incredible job on DeGroat, both inside and outside. And man, I tell you what, I love good defense.
Yeah, he did a nice job there. Just kind of got him out of his position where he really wanted to be. It was a little further out.
Arrows got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Yeah, and then had an opportunity to hang on to it after fumbling it a little bit and then turned it over again.
Playing a little hot tomato. Eddie's been pretty quiet at this point.
Gonna get a travel there on Eddie Knoll as he goes with the spin move. He had the exact same thing that happened to him the last time they were here.
Yeah, he did. And it's tough to argue with how they're calling it this year. You can spin without taking that extra step. How? I'm not sure, but there are different times where guys spin and you know it's really not a travel, and that is a pretty obvious one. Most of the referees are gonna call that one. And I think it's tough for Eddie because he's always had a great spin move. It's just tough for him to adjust to it.
Resetting the court here real quick for Jefferson, Erickson, Schaefer, Braxton Moore, Sam Crow, and then Isaac Jarosky. Cohen does a good job getting the ball over. Arrows are going to try to set up their offense here.
It's not bad at times for Dylan to bring the ball up and give Dylan a rest a little bit from bringing it up against pressure, because their goal is going to be to wear him down. A good look by Jake there.
Yeah, don't hate that shot by Jake. Good form, didn't rush it. Just hits the front of the iron.
You're looking at it a couple of different ways. You know, if you're Watertown right now, you're one of 7 from 3, and you're up 1. It's become a defensive, kind of ugly defensive slugfest here.
Good job by Cohen Krantz coming over there on the help defense, and Schaefer has a wide open 3 in the corner.
Good job.
Misses it. Mitch Olson does a great job of a contested rebound, a physical rebound.
He's battling down there.
Come on, Cohen, get this one in. Cohen hits the front of the iron as well. The Arrows can't buy a bucket from downtown right now.
Yeah, just gotta keep shooting. Gotta keep the feet set when you are struggling from 3. Try to get something at the basket. It's just hard with the length that they have for us to get a lot of good looks. But keep the ball moving. Don't settle.
Yeah, I mean, if there's ever a time to be cold, it's you know, both teams right now are not hitting open shots. As Crow goes in the corner and he comes up short as well.
Oh. Might not be the one Hallseth wanted there. Oh boy.
Rodden.
Yeah, we just gotta slow down. We're good in transition. That's when we're at our best.
Ball will stay here. Parker Johnson chimes in. He says, watching from Minneapolis, tuned in for Mooney, forced to listen to Norberg.
PJ.
Parker coming in hot all the way from Minneapolis.
Parker. Would love to coach that kid again someday. Not anymore, actually. He's probably out of shape, can't make a shot.
We get a foul on the Arrows here. I didn't see, was that on Will?
Might be on Jake, possibly.
I think he got it on Will. Got him, saw him pull up 1-4.
Yep.
Just under 3 minutes left in the first half here. Low scoring affair, 13-12 Arrows.
Turned into a rock fight here a little bit, Sam.
But as we know from the last time that both teams have a little bit of spurtability, and they can come firing off at any time. Great rebound there by Jarosky.
Yeah, Isaac's been active when he's been out there. Dylan just got caught watching.
We get a foul on the Arrows here. I believe he's pointing at Cohen. Robert Whitrock says, hey, I love watching your broadcasts. watching from Madison, South Dakota, watching my Watertown Arrows. Go Arrows, appreciate that, Robert. Darren Van Meter watching from Sioux Falls for a butt forever bleeding purple and gold. Go Arrows, thanks Darren. Jerry and Diane Redland watching from Apache Junction, Arizona.
Oh.
Our grandson is Cole Hansen as a sophomore in Watertown. Appreciate them.
Yeah.
The old Alaska shout out.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had an Alaska
must
shout
be
out.
Amy's parents then, if they're Cole's grandparents.
Sheesh.
'Cause I'm sure Bud here is in the stands somewhere. The other grandparents. All right.
Cohen Crayons.
Arrow's got to have a possession here, Sam.
Yeah, we need some points here, however we can get it. Bisker's in the game, kicks it over to Cohen, over to Beauchamp. Beauchamp spins, trying to get away from Crow. Got too far underneath, that's a tough shot. Defensively, Crow's pretty solid. I mean, he's a blessing to come off the bench for this team.
They've been really active with their hands, and then the length at the hoop has caused some trouble. That time got his feet set a bit, but I'll be honest, they're cutting us, they're giving us a lot of opportunities here by their shot selection. And on the other end here, yeah, we've just had a hard time making buckets as well. But you could look at it, you know, both ways. We've opened the door for them, and they've opened the door for us. Neither team taking advantage of it here.
Yep, absolutely. Kay McDonald says, go Arrows. Tom Winkler, great production. We are from Cody, Wyoming, rooting for Coach Halseth and the Lincoln Patriots. Appreciate you joining us, Tom. Paul Robson, the legendary Paul Robson. Let's go Arrows. Awesome work as usual, guys.
Wait a second. Where's Paul? I thought we agreed he was going to be here tonight.
We talked about it, but you know, apparently he didn't care what you said.
Yeah, apparently not. He didn't listen to me.
Jerry Peters, thanks for the great broadcasting. Watching from Gilbert, Arizona. Go Patriots. Appreciate the love from all the way from Arizona.
Yeah, we need to tell all these Arizona people it's 60 degrees up here in South Dakota today.
Got two guys fighting
down
for the
to
ball.
6 on the clock.
Hit this, Jake. Jake with a step back. James Harden style just hits the front of the rim there. Tough shot as the time was expiring.
Feels like a long time since we've had a quality possession, hasn't it?
Yeah, we're just over a minute left in the first quarter. 13-12. At the end of the first quarter, it was 11-7 us. Patriots got 5 in the quarter. We have 2. Schaefer dumps off to Crow. I think Caden doing a good job of staying up on him and not giving him that. Careful of, yeah, there it was.
Going, guys.
Yep.
2 guys on the ball.
Yep. Braxton Moore gets maybe the easiest 2 points he'll ever get in his life on that one. See if the Arrows will try to go for a 2-for-1 here. Nope.
Yeah, I don't think at this point, no, it would have been really quick.
Yep. Arrows trailing by 1 as the first half is winding down. Quick basketball game. No fouls this quarter.
It's been pretty clean.
Jake is stuck. Good pass to Rada. Yeah, got to be a foul there. Yep, that's going to be a foul on number 1, Eddie Knoll. And
probably a really smart foul by Eddie there, just because the foul count's low. The 24-second, you can foul 2 more times.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, that's their first team foul of the, that's their 3rd team foul.
Yeah, the only thing it does, it assures us the last shot if we want it. But if I'm Lincoln, I'm probably fouling again.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, you know, you say that, but you don't want to get too cute and get somebody with 2 fouls that doesn't need them.
Got the ball way deep underneath the Beauchamp. He reverse lays one in. 15-14 Arrows with 17 seconds left in the half. Be a good opportunity here for this Watertown Civic Arena to get on their feet and make this last possession pretty difficult for the Patriots. Erickson's going to go way deep for 3. Misses everything. 1.3 seconds left on the clock. Arrows should go into halftime with at least a 1-point lead unless we can do our best Addie Johnston impersonation here and bang one home from deep.
Don't turn it over.
Just get it in.
There we go. Gonna get a look.
Rodden's gonna get a look.
Nope.
I don't think he got it off.
Didn't get it off anyway.
At the end of the first half, your Watertown Arrows lead the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots 15-14 as the crowd gets on their feet. We're going to take a couple-minute timeout here, brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union. We'll come back and reset the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the state wrestling tournament held last weekend in Sioux Falls, Watertown Activities Office Administrative Assistant Dan Gill was recognized by the South Dakota High School Activities Association, the 23-24 Distinguished Service Award. The purpose of this award is to recognize individuals who have provided outstanding service To the youth of the state for their involvement in various high school activities. During her 29 years in the office, Tammy has been extremely active in state and conference events, going above and beyond her daily routines. She has played an important role in helping to organize and run over 60 state tournaments in Watertown, including volleyball, basketball, wrestling, gymnastics, cheer dance, and golf. In addition to the state tournament, she has also played an important role in organizing and running numerous ESD competitions. Tammy enjoys developing relationships with the coaches and team members when visiting schools, and has also developed an excellent relationship with officials and activities association staff. Tammy and her husband Dave have been married for 41 years and have 3 sons, 2 daughters, along 5 grandchildren. Let's all give Tammy a hand for the work she has done not only for Watertown, but also for the state of South Dakota.
Recapping the first half, Brian, Arrows have a 15-14 lead. Went in at the end of the first quarter, up 11-7, going to half at 15-14. Want to recap that for us?
Yeah, first of all, congrats to Tammy there. If you were able to tune in on Tammy Neal getting recognized, been in the athletic office forever through multiple ADs, and worked with all the coaches that have rolled through, all the referees. Tammy does a great job. Pretty cool for her to get the recognition she rightly deserves.
Absolutely.
So congrats to Tammy.
Yeah, she does a great job.
The ball game, do you want the good news or the bad news first? Which do you want?
Let's start with the bad and go to the good. Always end on good.
Well, but it's a good news, bad news situation. The good news is, how do we get an ortho on the smile cam? That is Mr. Van Lacken.
That is Mr. Yeah, that's just good work.
Yeah. Here we go. All right, I got distracted with Ryan Van Lacken on there. Good news, bad news is, good news is we're up 1. Or actually, yeah, that is good news.
Yes.
The even better news is we're up 1 while shooting 1 of 10 for 3, 28% for the game. So you can't beat that. We're out rebounding them. We're not taking care of the ball particularly well. So there's a lot of things we can do better.
Sure.
But we're defending well. We're defending well, and I think it always plays a part in it. You go on sometimes at halftime thinking, man, we're really defending well. Yes, we are, but I think also Lincoln has let us off the hook there on some possessions. And then on the other end, I think we did the same thing. We kind of got away from some things offensively that we're good at. But Lincoln can flip it around and say the exact same thing. Hey, guys, we're down 1. We're shooting 27%, and we're, 1 of 2 of 15 from 3? There's a flex cam, fellas. Come on, Ty. I talked to you about this. There we go, Ty. Nice.
Get after it.
All right, good job, Cato. But so it was a rock fight, let's be honest, and it wasn't because, and both teams are playing well defensively. Nothing's easy. Both teams have given up a couple layups, but other than that, we've done a good job of taking away maybe the guys that we thought coming into the game were going to hurt us more. They have a bunch of other bullets to throw at you, and for us, Dylan, I don't know if Dylan has probably, 4 points? Rod's got 4 points in the game. No one really in the whole game has put up more than 5 points, I believe. So yeah, it's just kind of a ugly first half with good energy in the gym. Both crowds kind of waiting to really get cheering on something here both ways.
I think if you're either coach, if you're either team, you go into that locker room and you say, you know what, that wasn't our best half, but we're right there. I mean, it's a toss-up. It was 11-7 at the end of the first. It's 15-14 at the end of the second. Neither team is playing their best basketball by any means, but I think we're in. What we know for sure is that we're in for an exciting second half.
Yeah, for sure. And I think things will settle in here a little bit in the second half. Both teams with a game on the, with everything on the line here. I think both teams probably played, I don't know if you'd say tight, but they got rushed a little bit. They did some uncharacteristic things, put it that way. So I think that's more than anything was what happened in that first half. Look for both teams to settle in a little bit more. Oh,
careful, careful. Be on your best behavior here, Norberg.
There we go.
Hey, there it is.
We got that
starting off good, one for one.
Nice job with that Chapman's.
Oh, you got the Raiders here.
Yeah,
this is the Raiders.
Oh, she's got to see it. She was smiling.
She did. I judged debate with her last night.
No, it's too late. You got it's got a regiment. There we go.
There we go. 2 for 3.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
It's only taken us all year. We're slowly catching on.
Nice to see.
It's awkward after. They need
they got to cut away a little quicker.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah, get after it. Get after it, young man. Good job.
Okay. Long time arrow, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, this one's confusing.
Oh, we could get a 2 for 1.
Oh, yes. Yeah, she was waiting for it. Look at this guy.
Good job, young lady.
Oh, Dennis Gall. Come on, coach.
Yeah, that's KG's dad. KG's dad getting after it.
Nice work, Galls.
Yes,
Love
very
it.
good. Oh! Well, let's take this break in action. We'll get caught up on the chat here. Mitch Johnson, Mitch and Mary Johnson watching from Casa Grande, Arizona. Go Arrows and Brian and Sam, great broadcast.
Well,
is that the legendary baseball coach, Mitch Johnson?
Baseball, basketball,
yes.
all the above. Mitch, my freshman basketball coach, I tell you what, there are legends. When you throw that word out too loosely, legends.
There's a lot of legends here.
That's a true legend there.
Yeah,
Mitch, what a stalwart in Watertown Arrow history with girls basketball, baseball, boys basketball, you
social
name
studies
it.
teacher.
And then Mary, the athlete of the family, no question about it. Athlete of the family. We don't have time to talk about her accolades. So awesome. Johnson's, thanks for tuning in.
Absolutely. Todd Van Meter. Hi, Sam. Watching the Arrows from Brandon, South Dakota. Appreciate you, Todd. Fly Eagles 11. Rock fight is a great way of describing that half. Tough defense. All the way from Philly. Appreciate Caden and Casey watching. Love you both. Ryan Peters, Addie Peters watching from Gilbert, Arizona. Great broadcast. Go Arrows. I feel like we get more love from Arizona than we do anywhere else.
And they're it's a subtle brag. I think they're trying to kind of rub it in that they're in Arizona right now, and we're not. But we appreciate them tuning in. I got the Chance Olerud family chiming in here. They came down with some sickness, weren't able to attend, but wanted everyone to know that the Oleruds, dual Cardinals, a little bit, but they're tuning in, listening to the Arrows tonight.
Appreciate that. My brother just texted me, said he didn't make the KISS camp from home, but maybe next time.
Well, you got to get to the arena.
Yep, and then get a little shout out. I got a text from Jason Honey. He says, well done production. He said he's watched a lot of YouTube high school basketball, and this has to be one of the best channel productions I've ever watched. He said he's watching for the officiating. Jason Honey, great dude, lives in Sioux Falls, so appreciate Honey watching.
Despite the announcing, this production is absolutely spot on. They do a great job.
Yeah, not wrong. And OG Meatballs, my first time watching Arrow TV. Thank you, Brian and Sam. You guys are great. I'm using one of the boys' YouTube accounts. Oh, Julie Scott. So, Julie,
that's awesome.
We love Julie. She's got some phenomenal kids that are just incredible athletes. But I didn't think Julie Scott would be chiming in from the OG Meatballs account.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, she had to clarify. Yeah. That's my neighbor. I need to talk to Julie tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see her kids come up and play at this level because, sheesh. We'll be calling Lincoln's name a little bit in football next year for sure. All right, Brian, we are about 60 seconds away from the start of the second half. What do we got to do to get the ball in the basket?
Yeah, I think we got away, we talked about early at the beginning of the game, what are we good at? And we're good when the ball's moving. And I think you credit Lincoln a little bit defensively for not allowing us to have free ball movement out there. But when we get that going, we're better. We got to be stronger with the ball. Offensively, their hands have been really active. The ball's getting kicked around a lot. You got to be tighter, show a little more ball toughness out there, and defensively continue with the game plan we're doing. You just got to keep running them off the three-point line. They are going to make shots. I don't think we can count on Lincoln shooting 2 of 15 here in the second half.
Yeah.
And it's not like we've torn it up either. But we got to try to get some buckets, get to the free throw line. I think both teams would like to get some points off the free throw line here, because like I said, there's only up until the very end, there's only 1 or 2 fouls called in the second quarter.
We're seeing a lot of the same thing from Lincoln tonight that we did the last time. They do a good job of anticipating pass, and I think Watertown's got to do a better job job of putting in some zip on their passes, getting a little loose on there, and they're reading lanes really good.
They're going to switch a lot. They're going to jump passing lanes a little bit, and that's something. If you're tough with the ball, it's going to lead to some open buckets, possibly, if you do a good job countering it. But they're going to come back out with the same starting lineup we are as well. See if we can start off with a good offensive possession here.
Did you have 15-14 at half on your bingo card? Pretty low scoring affair. Beauchamp underneath. He's got DeGroat up on his feet. Beauchamp starts the second half in style with an easy 2 underneath on DeGroat.
That's more than likely Coach McClemmons recognizing, hey, let's run something out of the timeout to go at DeGroat, knowing that he has 2 fouls. And Caden did a nice job of being patient there instead of rushing that.
Yep, absolutely. Get a turnover here. Ball slips through Cohen. Careful, careful.
Just too many of those tonight.
Yep.
He did get fouled, but it doesn't matter. We got to know that that guy's there.
Yeah, and that goes exactly to what you were talking about, to your point. Credit to you. That's going to be Arrows' ball off the foot of Braxton Moore. Got to do a better job taking care of the ball.
Yeah, we do. And it's interesting now, and these referees have done a nice job tonight. It's interesting now in the second half. You better strap it on, because they don't want to make the calls that are going to decide the game. They don't want to affect the game as little as possible. So I think as a result, it gets a little rougher. So you got to be tougher with it.
You know, and from a referee perspective, the perfect game from a referee is when nobody talks about the referee.
Yeah, you don't notice.
And that's what they want.
Right, yeah, you don't want to be noticed.
No, you don't want to be talked about. You don't want to be noticed at all. And you know, thus far, I feel like they're doing a pretty good job as time's winding down on the clock.
A lot of standing here.
We go get Jake wide open at the end of the shot clock, and he hits the front of the iron. A little deeper than maybe he would have liked to be, but good look. 17-14 Arrows, 6.5 minutes left in the third. Starting lineup for Patriots is the same. Moore gets stuck underneath, goes behind the back.
Wow. Get on it.
Yeah, there you go. Give me time out there. Yeah, geez. Love the hustle, though, by Rabine as he slides across the court.
Yeah, was that Moore there that kind of got caught a little behind the back pass? Not the worst idea in the world, but just kind of got caught with no dribble.
16 seconds left on the shot clock. Plenty of time for Jake's just begging him to take that shot, and he does, and he buries it. That's Jack Smith, SDSU wide receiver.
Yeah, definitely the game plan is we want to make him make shots, and you don't want to. Sometimes that can backfire a little bit, but that's, you know, he's got 5 points tonight and probably around his season average.
Beauchamp going right at DeGroat, and he banks one in for another 2 points. That's 4 for Beauchamp.
I think we got to try to keep going at him, just because I think DeGroat is he's probably worried a little bit about it, not getting a quick one here this second half, but keep going at Caden. He's been pretty effective down there.
Great pass.
We had a layup.
Another great pass. Comes up short, misses everything. Doesn't. Great. Is that Moore that chimed that one in and then steals it?
Yeah, those ones are tough because you're there for rebound position and it misses everything and it goes right to the other team, and almost the air ball helped Lincoln.
Arrow's got to be careful here. You know, they got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, they're picking up their full court pressure here a little bit more than what we saw.
There you go. Good break there.
So when teams have done that, great pass by Dylan.
And one from Caden Beauchamp with the third foul on Sam DeGroat. 21-19 Arrow lead as Beauchamp's going to go to the line for the conventional three-point basket.
Yeah, just about to say, as Dylan made that pass, when teams have pressured us this year, it has been somewhat effective at times, but overall, I think it leads to easier buckets for us. When we're not forced to play in the half court, it kind of plays into our hands as long as we can take care of the ball.
Rabine checking out for the Arrows. Will Engstrom checking in. 22-19 Arrows. 5 minutes left in the third quarter here. Much more scoring in the third quarter already than we saw in the entire second quarter.
Ball screens for us, how we're handling the ball screens makes me a little nervous. They've got a couple good looks because we get two-man.
Caden Beauchamp with the block on the 6'5" Gary Crow, 6'6" Gary Crow. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're exactly right. Great play by Caden there. Jake attacks.
Jake gets to the line. That's going to go. Is that going to go on Moore?
Might go on Moore unless they got Schaefer reaching, but Good attack by Jake there.
Yep, it's going to go on more. Jake's going to go to the line for 2.
Yeah, that's one of those. That's a tough one. I think if Moore got there with his feet, he just needed to stay there. He kind of bailed out of it as a result of his foul call.
In and out for Jake. Aaron Arbogast says class of 92, absolutely great production, doing a great job. Ryan Remmers, nice to see Remmers getting a shot out.
Old baseball brother there, I think. Aaron Arbogast, baseballer.
Yeah, no, that's good. Remmers deserves all the shout outs in the world as Jake hits the second of 2. Ryan Johnson says Coach Trett wants to chime in, but he's still trying to figure it out. He says nice work on the broadcast, gentlemen.
Coach Trett, longtime Washington Warrior. Don't take that from Johnson, Coach Trett.
That's good stuff. 4.5 minutes left of the third quarter here. Lincoln gets it deep into Moore, who kicks it out to Crow. Over to Eddie, back to Crow for 3. Dylan Roddick comes down with the rebound.
Interesting that Eddie gave that one up for Crow, and you can tell a little bit maybe Eddie's not feeling it from 3, at least at this juncture, but kind of had a good look himself.
Arrows doing a good job of cutting, moving the ball around, gets to Rodden. Good job by Beauchamp coming away with an offensive rebound. Engstrom's going to attack the basket. Great help defense by Lincoln. Out to Rodden, who gets, oh boy, Eddie Knowles is doing a great job of poking his hand in there.
Do it again.
Loose ball.
Kids flying around out there. Good to see the hustle by both teams.
Both teams, if this goes in, this place is going to be quiet. I love what both teams are doing, but that's going to be a foul on Eddie Knowles. He's not going to like that one.
It's a tough one because I think you have 2 kids going to the ball with probably an equal right to it. Let's watch Eddie here. Oh boy. Yeah. If you're listening from Lincoln, you just is that number 2 on Eddie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's 3 on Eddie, and I didn't see it.
Yeah, Eddie's still talking to the referee, and he's not liking it a whole lot. So we're going to get a timeout. We're not going to go anywhere. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of chat to catch up on. Pretty busy here. Gamer Don says Falco Gerling here from Sioux Falls. Boy, those Lincoln boys are strong. Here from Duluth and Sioux Falls. Nice broadcast. Appreciate you. Not wrong. Lincoln boys are strong. Austin Stockey, go Arrows, cheering from section F, row 6, seat 12. And then he says,
Stockey, you're getting on the flex game.
Hi, Brody Mollengraf. Yeah, we got to get the big old Eagles fans. Speaking of Eagles fans, the beautiful Audrey Mooney says, cheering from right in front of your booth. Appreciate that. Wanda Clement, she's been great with us all year. Go Arrow TV, cheering from row D, from D, row 6, C12.
All right.
Awesome broadcasting.
Hopefully Ryan's keeping notes there. We'll get you on film here.
Yeah, Air Brody, let's go Rodden. So, geez, a lot going on.
So, yeah, I mean, shooting percentage-wise, we're now at 33% for the Arrows and 30% for Lincoln. Got to the free throw line there a bit. Lincoln has not scored from the free throw line tonight.
Lincoln doing a good job of making our boys work. Our boys are doing a good job of answering right now. Tell you what, man, Caden Beauchamp has been really impressive for me tonight.
Yeah, it's been fun to
there
watch.
There he goes, spins to the ball. Oh. No foul on that one as Crow comes away with the rebound.
Sam got there early and really held his ground. A nice job. I just was impressed that Beauchamp avoided the contact for the most part, and I just couldn't believe he didn't finish it.
Yeah, Engstrom's going to get Braxton Moore on the hand there as Moore is going to go to the line shooting 2. 23-19 Arrows, 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Braxton Moore going to go to the line for 2.
Moore's played really strong tonight. He's been really aggressive. I think, scout on Moore, don't let him go left. Got to cover the 3 first, and if he is going to put on the floor to hurt you, it's going to be going left.
Moore goes up with his wrong hand and buries his first free throw. 23-20.
Rabine and Olsen checking in, giving Will and Beauchamp. I don't think Will's scored tonight, but Will's come in and done a good job of being a factor. I think you keep giving him minutes, he's gonna make some things happen.
Braxton Moore goes up to the second free throw, makes both of them.
A little pressure here again, I'm guessing.
Braxton Moore is a pretty impressive basketball player. He didn't hurt us a whole lot the last game, but he outside of the boards, he did contribute 7 rebounds. But he's been really good tonight.
Yeah, he was quiet. Then you watch more film on them, and you realize how important he is for their team.
Yeah, and speaking of important, Sam Erickson checks in for the Patriots as Raybon goes underneath. Yeah, gets one foul on Crow. Raybon's going to go to the line for 2. Thought maybe that one could go in.
Really good find. Really good find by P.
Yeah, and Peyton Bisker gets a great look underneath. And
Marcus got to not wait for that length to show up. Go up right away with it, Marcus. knock a couple down, and we'll all be happy here.
Absolutely. In and out on that one. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. 23-21 Arrows. Free throws are going to become ultra important here as we move into the fourth quarter.
4 of 8 from the line right now. You have 2 basketball teams tonight that are playing a little tight. There's no question about it. Offensively, this gets one to go. We'll take one.
Yeah, anytime that you can have
So Eddie had to go sit down, Sam. We got Javarski in the game. We got Erickson in the game. Moore's kind of the guy right now. Kremke's is the first time maybe in the game here. We saw him
first time we see Kremke's.
Big, strong kid.
Braxton Moore goes downtown, misses it. Good job by Lincoln getting the offensive rebound. Schaefer kicks it out to Erickson, who draws an iron. Battle for the board there. Dylan going up against the 6'3" Braxton Moore. Schaefer goes up for 3 and misses. Raybon corrals it. Outlets out to Jake. Jake is on a 2-on-1. Gets no foul as he goes underneath. Erickson brings it back up, and Lincoln's going to quiet down a little bit. Get it underneath to the big guy who turns it over, kind of.
All right, hold up.
Tanya, settle down.
Coach
settle
may
down.
want to just call one.
Referee gets into the way. Oh, boy, Rosie.
Just trying to slow down. Interesting, you know, we somehow they missed 3 threes. I don't know how often Lincoln's ever going to miss 3 threes in a row and give up, you know, we're giving up the offensive boards there. And then we go down, and Jake just tried to get contact when it wasn't there, and thus no call.
Erickson draws the back of the iron.
We got a rebound, yeah.
We're going to call that on Rodden.
So all of a sudden now rebounding is flipped. They've crashed harder, and it just looks like we're really struggling boarding it now.
I think it'd be a good time for a timeout here. You go back to that last game, around the 4-minute mark I think it was the fourth quarter. Rodden hit that incredible shot on our end. Crow banks home a 3. We turned it over. Schaefer hits a 3.
Stay down. Nice move by Kremke, just didn't finish.
Yep.
Hayden jumped. This is where coach might want to take one here. We haven't used one yet.
Erickson tips that one. Beauchamp thankfully is able to recover.
And again, he's got a team full of seniors. Let him play through it. Good cut.
Great pass, and Raybon just can't finish at the end there. 24-21 Arrows, under 90 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Erickson gets a look deep, and he bangs that one home, and everybody on the Sioux Falls side is up on their feet, excited after that one.
Just a matter of time. They're not going to continue to shoot. You know, they're 4 of 21 right now, maybe 5 of 21 with that one. But you give Sam too many looks, he's gonna make you pay. Got his feet set there. You can tell that one was in rhythm.
Yeah, absolutely. Arrows being patient here. 47 seconds left. Jake's trying to drive. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Might get Rodden here. Rodden's going to have to take a highly contested 3. Does not get it off. Shot clock violation. 32 seconds left on the shot clock and game clock, as the Patriots are going to hold on for 1 possession in all likelihood. 24-24. Last couple minutes of this game kind of got away from us, Brian.
Well, it did. It just got really helter-skelter there. I think Lincoln's looking at it saying they know they dodged a bullet, because there was about a 3 or 4 minute stretch there where the door was open for the Arrows, and we just weren't able to take advantage. So we're going to go into the fourth quarter with either a tie game or down 2 or 3, more than likely. We got Eddie Knoll back in the game here with Jack Smith. Got their starting lineup back in other than Erickson. Erickson's out there as well.
Got Cohen Kranz on the ball here. Got Cohen Kranz here on the ball with 13 seconds left on the shot. Eddie Knoll goes underneath to Jack Smith. He's going to get fouled by Peyton Biskers. 6.4 seconds left as Jack Smith goes to the line for 2 to try to take the lead, as both Rodden and Jake Olson are going to be checking in.
It's a diagonal screen there that looks like Peyton and Marcus had a little miscommunication, because sometimes one guy switches, one guy doesn't, or they both do and they're not supposed to, and that's what happens. But good foul by P, actually, to make him run it from the free throw line.
Checking in for the Patriots is number 23, Braxton Moore, as Sam DeGroat checks out. 25-24 Patriots. Jack Smith goes to the line for his final attempt of 2. Draws
Plenty
the
of
front
time
end of the
here.
iron here. It's going to be Arrows' ball. Arrows just got to do a better job of taking care of the ball here.
Yeah, at this point in the game, you need to have adjusted.
I'm not sure how we lost 3 seconds on that. Jake having a hard time getting the ball in, finds
Plenty
Cohen.
of time. You get out of the hoop.
Cohen's going to go for 3 at the end and just misses. All right, we are going to, I'm told we're staying here. We're staying here. All right, it's 25-24 Patriots at the end of the 3rd quarter. More scoring that quarter than the 2nd quarter for sure.
Things picked up a bit there, and expect the same here in the 4th quarter. Like I was saying, that game there, that got pretty wild as far as just a lot of stuff going on, right? And just kind of interesting. I think we probably had a door or a window that was open there to maybe get a 5, 6, 7-point lead. Just weren't able to capitalize with Lincoln shooting it poorly during that stretch. But Erickson knocked down the 3. Just points tough to come by, right? It's been very tough to come by. And kids playing hard both ways. And today, now, you know, can the Arrows get back to get the ball inside a little bit? Can they get back to, you know, Beauchamp around the bat? You got to go at him. You got to go at him. That's been what our best offense has been played through Caden Beauchamp or Jake Olson in the mid-post, low-post area. And then we got to continue to guard here down the defensive end. And the rebounds, Lincoln's coming hard, right? We got to continue to make it be one and done for them.
Yeah, they're definitely not making it easy on us, that's for sure. The last time that these 2 teams met, it was 54-41, I believe, is what it was.
Yeah,
61-54, excuse me, 61-54.
So we got, hey, you got Colonel, the Colonel, man.
I
you got
missed it.
KFC.
Missed it.
Turnover by Lincoln. Looks like we got a 1-point game going on at the Huron Arena. 1-point game here at the Watertown Arena.
Yeah, there we get a turnover again. Start the 4th quarter.
Just getting yourself into bad spots. There's no reason to dribble to the corner and pick it up.
Eddie Knoll handling the ball for Lincoln. We haven't called his name a whole lot.
No.
Thought Schaefer was going to try to pop a deep one there.
He wanted to. There's Jack Smith again. Good rebound there by Caden. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, Caden's been tough tonight. Been fun to watch as Rodden looks like he's going to attack the basket. He's got a couple guys on his feet. Goes to his left hand and gets one to fall in with 2 guys on him.
Good patience by Dylan. I'm telling you, this game is not for the weak or the weary. You better bring it because the refs are letting the boys play.
How do you feel about that? I kind of like it. Let the kids play.
Well,
nothing wrong with a little physicality.
I think we've had plenty of games that have been very physical this year. I think like falls into Lincoln's hands. They really are a physical team.
Braxton Moore is going to shoot one and miss everything as the ball bounces right to Jake. Yeah, I'm okay with letting them play. I mean,
4 of 23, 17% from 3 right now for the Patriots. Watertown not much better. Well, at all. We're not even better at all. 1 of 7 from 3, which is really odd for us that we have a 1-point lead without hitting any threes at all. Maybe this is one.
Jake draws the back of the iron as DeGroat comes down with the rebound. 26-25, strap in. It's going to be a very exciting last 6 minutes of this game as the Arrows holding on to a 1-point lead. A winner will go to Sioux Falls to compete in the AA state tournament, and the loser will go home. Yeah, Jake just got up early on DeGroat there, and
it's a good foul.
I agree.
He had good position on Jake there and was patient, and it's probably good at least to make him earn it.
Yep, agreed. Trench TV says, bruh. That's it, just bruh.
I think that's good, though. I think that's a compliment.
Yeah. Sam Erickson checking in for the Patriots, resetting the court for the Arrows. Rodden, Kranz, Beauchamp, Ingstrom, and Jake Olson.
So when Erickson comes in for Smith, they become, you just add another threat offensively. And I know Jack's done a nice job offensively for them tonight, but you add another shooter on the floor. So this is probably their most potent offensive group that they could put in.
Yeah, I think this might be the...
Oh, gosh, Jake's wide open.
Jake didn't even look. Jake wasn't looking. There was a good pass, only if he sees it, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's wide open. It was a good look by Caden, too. Just Jake didn't realize it.
Yeah.
They were so concerned about Dylan coming off the double. 2 guys jumped with him, and Jake was open. And he's had that a couple times early because of the same scenario.
Tate Schaefer with a step-back 3. Rebound by DeGroat.
Another old board for Lincoln.
DeGroat can take that. Good job by Beauchamp staying on him. Great help defense. Great defense underneath by Beauchamp as DeGroat gets the ball back on the rebound. Goes up for 2.
Offensive board has been the story in the second half.
5 minutes left in this game. Arrows trailing by 2. Thought Rodden had an opportunity there on Eddie Knoll on a one-on-one.
We want to make sure we get some offense run here. Good job of getting inside and go at him.
Yep, that's exactly what they're doing now, trying to work on DeGroat. Good
guys.
by Jake. Good. That's going to be the 3rd or 4th on DeGroat. Is that 3 on DeGroat?
3 on him. You know, you draw 2 defenders, and then the offensive board opens up for Jake there because of Caden's strong move. He gets the O board, gets to the free throw line. Got to knock down a couple.
28-26. Jake puts the front of the iron on his first attempt. Free throws have not been kind to
5 of 11 tonight
to the Arrows. Plenty of time. 28-26 Patriots. Arrows trailing by 2. Jake does make his second free throw. Good adjustment. 30-second timeout here by the Arrows. We're going to take a 30-second timeout brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union. Brian, what do the Arrows got to do here to find creative ways to get this ball into the basket?
I think don't press. There's a lot of there's 4 minutes. It's come down to a 4-minute basketball game, and just don't go away from moving the ball each possession. Let's keep attacking inside. Good things have happened when Beauchamp's caught it inside. Work from that. They have so much athleticism to throw at Dylan. He's not going to be able to get open looks on a consistent basis. So let's not force that. We got to create opportunities with ball reversal. Defensively, we got to rebound. Okay, the offensive boards have been the story in the second half.
No, you're not wrong. Just over 4.5 minutes left in this game. 28-27 Lincoln. Eddie Knoll carrying the ball for them. He looks to Sam Erickson at the top of the key, who has one going in and out for 3. Rebounded by Jake.
A little set play out of
Careful
the
behind you, careful behind you. They've done a really good job of that, poking the ball away from us as Rodden finds Engstrom underneath. Goes up, doesn't get the foul, does get the foul. That one's going to be on number 23, Braxton Moore, I believe. So Rosie's going to call, excuse me, that's on Erickson.
I actually thought they were going to get Will. You know, Will misses the layup. I thought they would get Will on it.
Yeah, that's going to be on number 5, Sam Erickson.
Let me tell you. I didn't see.
Okay,
I didn't see that one.
So there we got a foul before the shot. That's going to be on number 11, I believe. That's going to be on Jack Smith. That's 3 team fouls by Lincoln, which is really important. We get to 5, we're shooting free throws.
I think the refs are trying to, they realize this is a really physical game and they're trying to clean it up a bit, but it seems like...
Caden Beauchamp wide open underneath off a great pass.
Great pass by Cohen.
Telling you, number 10, Cohen Krantz is involved. Good things happen to this basketball team.
It'll be interesting to hear Lincoln kind of who they go to. They're balanced as well. I mean, they just got to find Erickson.
You know, one name that we haven't called for them a whole lot tonight is Tate Schaefer. They're doing a good job. Jake's got to get the ball out of there. Maybe we can get a timeout.
Get one.
Get a timeout.
Get one.
Can we get a timeout? We got a timeout.
It's loud. It's loud. They couldn't hear him. Alstead's not going to like it, but Pat, I'm watching. He's trying. He is trying and trying. We can't hear him.
Yeah, so, I mean, short of running on the court, how else do you get the attention of the ref?
And listen, Pat's not that quick, I'll be honest. Whether we're talking about Pat Deitch or Pat McClemens, neither of them that quick at this point in their careers.
Neither one of them are running the 4.25 40 that the standout wide receiver from Texas did.
So the pressure has sped us up in the backcourt. It's helped us in the front court, sped us up in the backcourt. Jake's got to be comfortable with it there in the full court. Cohen's got to be comfortable with it because they're not letting Dylan come get it, right? And
yeah, they're making Dylan work.
And that's been the recipe more and more as the year has gone on to really make him work, have someone else bring it up against pressure. And so I think that's what you're seeing there with Lincoln. Did a nice job clearing the glass there on the last couple. And Lincoln now has shot, they're 4 of 25 for 16% from 3. They've really relied a lot on the 3. And as a result, there's been some long rebounds. Offensive boards have hurt us, but if we continue to board, this may alleviate, as long as we can break the pressure, may result in some easier looks on the offensive end for us. We'll see.
29-28 Arrows, 3 minutes 42 seconds left. Anybody's game, lots of time left.
Kind of what I thought we'd see tonight. I thought we'd score more, but I thought it'd be close.
Yeah,
right?
I thought we would score more.
I think Lincoln did as well, but no surprise here that there's a tight one in a 7-10 matchup.
No, for sure. Arrows do a good job of getting the ball up over the line this time. Let's set up their offense, see if we can get some points out of the timeout here. Maybe this is an opportunity for Rodden. Was kind of isolated there and then turns the ball over. And then they're going to get a foul on Dylan. Dylan's a little slow to get up, but looks like he's okay. That is that going to be the second team foul on the Arrows? Patriots have 3 team fouls. 3 timeouts left for Watertown, 4 timeouts left for Lincoln.
There's a lot of opportunities on both ends of the floor for these teams tonight. Just neither team feels like they've capitalized very well.
I think the loser of this game is not going to want to watch the film of this game.
That high ball screen, that roll guy has been
There's Eddie Knoll in the corner, wide open for a 3 that can't get it to go. Beauchamp comes up with the rebound.
They're doubling the rebounder a lot.
Yes,
and doing we got to stretch it. You got to look down court. We're looking too much side to side because they're doing good. Every time we get the rebound, Sam, they're doubling.
Yeah, and they're doing a phenomenal job at it too.
Yeah, because they're able to do it without. We haven't made them pay yet, so they're continuing to do it.
Yeah, so in order to break that, you got to look deep on that then?
Yeah, you got to look at the basket.
Speaking of deep, Jake Olson goes from deep and misses it. He's able to recover.
Oh, great look.
Outlet pass to Cohen. New shot clock for the Arrows.
Get it inside.
Jake's going to attack Schaefer. Kicks it out to Beauchamp, who wings it out to Engstrom. What a great rebound by Eddie Knoll.
We're now one of 15 from 3. So if you're Lincoln and you feel terrible about your 3-point shooting, look at our stat sheet here.
Not much better.
It's been rough from 3.
Sam Erickson's going to go deep for 3. Braxton Moore's going to attack that rebound. I think we're going to get a jump ball, and we are. That's going to be possession Arrows.
Great job by Moore. Great job by Rodden. Both guys going after it.
I tell you what, there is no lack of determination and hustle on either side of this game.
What do they say? If you like defense, you like this game. Because offensively, it hasn't been a work of art, for sure.
No, it really hasn't. But we've got 125 seconds left of this game. Somebody's season's going to come to an end.
That's a lot of math for me, man. Sam, don't do that to me.
Yeah, well, it took me about that long to come up with that number.
The insurance brain trust that's sitting up in this 2-row section with Scott Poppin, Ray Crayons, and myself right here in the Watertown Arena. If we want to talk insurance, we got it covered up here.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Speaking of insurance, next year we'll have it covered with DFS, who's a partner of Arrow TV for the next 3 years. So that'll be good to have them on board.
So this is a slugfest. So we got, like you said, 2 minutes and 5 seconds. We got Arrow possession. See if we can get something where we get a paint touch again and at least get to the free throw line.
Good news is that Patriots don't have an opportunity to double team our rebound here. Good gravy, that's been tough for us.
Yeah, they've just been really active, and that's what they're good at. They have been for years. Coach Halstead does a good job always teaching and coaching a team that their full court pressure is usually something you have to deal with.
The idea of Cohen bringing up the ball is just to take a little bit off of Dylan. Is that right?
Yeah, they backed off there a little bit, weren't going to pressure off the dead ball situation. Just trying to get a stop here in the half.
Under 2 minutes to go in this game as Rodden gets Eddie to leave his feet.
Yep.
And then they're going to get an on-floor foul. I believe that's going to be on Eddie, and that's going to be 4 on the Patriots.
Just got the reach around. Dylan, a nice job with the head fake there. Little ball fake and got by him. Eddie trying to reach around and got him.
Minute 42 left in this.
Probably had a layup there, Sam, if the whistle doesn't blow.
I think he was throwing it, dumping it off late.
There's a great
Beauchamp underneath, gets one, did not gets the foul, but more importantly, gets the bucket to fall.
Great pass, great finish.
I think Jake just tackled Rodden on the other end, trying to get back on defense.
Stay up on 5.
90 seconds left in this game as the Arrows have a 3-point lead.
Don't relax on Schaefer.
Schaefer deep to tie it, does not. Jake gobbles up the rebound. Arrows able to get it out of there before the double can come. Minute 12, Arrows clinging to a 3-point lead. Still plenty of time left in this game. Arrows need to be patient, get a good look. Engstrom kicks it out to Jake. Jake's got
Get it out of the corner.
Yep.
Get it out of the corner. There's nowhere to go.
Good job. Being patient, being patient. Coaches are telling them what to do.
A little fist here. We're going to have it pinned down on the other side right here, Cohen.
Cohen from the top of the key just misses. Going to get a foul on Caden, I believe, right?
Beauchamp. Yep. Not in the double bonus yet. That's our third.
3 fouls on the Arrows.
If Jake saw Cohen earlier, we had a look there. By the time he got it to Cohen, it was contested. Cohen did a good job of getting that shot up.
We got just about 1,000 people on stream and well over 1,000 in the Civic Arena who've all been entertained by a phenomenal basketball game.
Guard the 3-point line here. A 2 doesn't kill us.
And that's a turnover by the Patriots, and the Arrows are going to corral the ball. Going to get a foul there by number 1, Eddie Knoll. That's going to be the 5th team foul. It's going to send number 4, Dylan Rodden, to the line. We've got to have at least 1.
Yeah, we got 2 shots. We got the right guy on the line. Dylan needs to take a deep breath. And 25 seconds is a lot of time. Probably going to be a lot of possessions left here. Coach Halstead's going to take his time here with Eddie having 5. He's going to bring in Jack Smith.
Is that 5 on Eddie?
That's 5 on Eddie Knoll. He's a junior. He'll be back. Heck of a competitor. Wasn't his night tonight for sure, but there's a lot of ball game left here.
Speaking of Eddie Knoll, I spent some time talking to Gene Bierscheid yesterday, who's neighbors with the Knoll family.
Yeah, out on the lake. Yeah, they got a cabin out there.
And,
yeah.
you know, Gene had nothing but good things to say about Eddie and the family. And so congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Knoll. You're raising a good young man that's doing this in front of the iron. Got to have this one here.
Got to get 1.
Got to get 1. 2's good. 1 is necessary.
Missed them both. So we do have a foul to give here. You do have 1 foul to give.
The important thing here is not to foul on the shot.
And don't give up a 3.
And if you're going to foul on the shot, make sure that he can't get that shot off. We're going to get a timeout here by Lincoln. 8.8 seconds left in this arena. Lincoln's going to take a timeout. We are going to stay here.
So obviously like to make 1 of those free throws. 3-point game. We have a foul to give. Do the coaches of Watertown, do we recognize it? Do we foul here? Making sure, like you're saying, not on the shot, especially a 3-point shot. Because it just kind of, whatever he has drawn up right now, ball gets thrown in, foul, right? Ball gets thrown, if you can. If they're going away from the basket at all, foul. Because now he has another timeout left, but whatever he just drew up, at least that one's spoiled a little bit. And so then he'll probably call another timeout, draw something out. But at least option A here, maybe you foul and try to get him out of sync there.
And if you're Lincoln, you have a plethora of options here. I mean, do you want to go to your senior?
Switch everything on the perimeter. And layup doesn't. If someone slips to get a layup, great.
Doesn't hurt you at all.
We're not worried about it.
Yep.
Don't get underneath anything. So on any switch, don't switch and get caught underneath the guy. Stay on top of everything, and then it becomes the rebound kick out. So it's always easier to guard the first stuff than it was. You can't guard the offensive rebound kick out or offensive board. Now in this case, it's got to be no board and a kick out.
Resetting the timeout situation, 2 for the Patriots, 3 for the Arrows. 8.8 seconds left as the Arrows are playing on to a 3-point lead.
And everyone on the floor is a 3-point shooter. Jack Smith has hit one tonight. He would be the guy that's not, but there shouldn't be any. It shouldn't matter. You know the guys you really got to run off the line of who they're.
Erickson can hit. DeGroat can hit. Braxton Moore can hit. Tate Schaefer can hit.
And we got a foul to give. Get one. Get one. Get one.
Get one now. Get one now.
Now no 3. Now no 3. Don't.
There you go. Got the hands up. DeGroat's going to go to the top of the key for 3.
Yes,
they're going to miss. Watertown Arrows are going to go to the state tournament in Brookings.
Woo!
Sioux Falls, excuse me. Sioux Falls. Watertown Arrows win this game 31-28. Fittingly, Sam DeGroat misses the last shot. Congratulations to the Watertown Arrows going to the state tournament. And congratulations to Sioux Falls Patriots on a phenomenal season and an excellent game. Woo!
Wow.
That's a big one.
They gotta look. They gotta look. What a fantastically competitive but ugly game, and the Arrows are going to the state tournament.
And listen to the Watertown Civic Arena go nuts. Congratulating this team.
Everyone in the arena pat themselves on the back because there's a huge difference tonight. Helped us defensively, if nothing else, right?
We got 17 players on this team, 3-4 coaches, but we have an entire community here tonight celebrating this win as part of the team. Now, ladies and gentlemen that are joining us on the broadcast, please don't go away. I'm going to head down on the court. I'm going to get Coach McClemens. I'm going to have I hope to get him for a quick interview. I'm going to try to get some of the players, maybe get a quick interview with them. The Patriots are gone. They've left the court.
Yep.
So standing alone on the court is your Watertown Arrows.
We're gonna hand out some medals, Sam.
As they punch their ticket to the state tournament, we're gonna hand out some medals. We're gonna cut down a net, and we're gonna do a little bit of celebrating tonight.
Absolutely. What a great job, just grinding it out, right? Because not a lot of things went right for either team offensively, but boy, we just made enough plays.
Yes, and for a senior-laden team full of 8 seniors, 5 senior starters, the one thing that we didn't talk about with this basketball team is that none of these guys are going to go play basketball. You know, they're not going to go play college basketball as of right now, right?
As of right now, yeah.
As of right now. So what a great way to end your senior career, your career as an Arrow on this court, punching your ticket to state.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Nothing replaces it. Just the opportunity for these kids to experience a state tournament. You don't get that back. You don't get a chance. A lot of kids don't get that chance. There's a lot of really good basketball teams in Watertown history that did not get that opportunity, and this team did everything they could this year to put themselves in the position they're in tonight, and then they capitalized on it and punched their ticket.
Fantastic. As the players are meeting the athletic director, Craig Boyens, getting their medals, and looks like we got some student managers out there too that may be getting some medals.
The Arrows in Watertown, and don't, not to overemphasize, but they needed this. We needed the girls punched their ticket last year, got in the state tournament, the excitement that was surrounded with that. This was much needed, and just good for the community, the kids. We'll be in Sioux Falls.
Yeah, pretty exciting. Great season for the Arrows. Congratulations to Coach McClemens. Congratulations to Maddie Kranz, Tommy Mattingly, Zach Tobin, Parker Schmidt. You know, those guys, we don't talk about them a whole lot, but they deserve a lot of love as they were a big part of this team.
Yeah, listen, coaches put in a lot of time. really happy.
Yeah, listen to the love that McClemens gets.
Coach may smile.
Hey, get after it, boys. Whoa, and here
Whoa.
comes the student section. Look at that.
Oh, Coach Mack made a break for it. He got out of that sea of craziness.
I think I'm going to wait to get down onto the court to do any kind of interview until that mob is gone.
Sam, why don't you hop in there?
No, that's a little scary for me. But what a great scene on this court for this community and for that team. Now the important thing is that everybody comes out of that mob unscathed.
Yeah, well, it looks like we're healthy. So we're 7, right? Let's see.
Yeah, we're the 7 seed.
We got to check in. I know you got to go down and do your best impersonation of a sideline reporter. So we got Yankton beat Mitchell. We got Huron and O'Gorman with 2 minutes to go, and maybe this is outdated, but Huron's up by 9 at the Huron Arena at Watertown, 31-28. What a beautiful score if you're Watertown Arrows.
Absolutely.
Right? So then as a 7th seed, then we're looking at number 2 seed in Sioux Falls, which would be Harrisburg, correct?
Yes, Harrisburg right now is the 2 seed.
Which, you enjoy this. You enjoy this.
Yes.
We're at the state tournament. You worry about that later.
Yep.
You worry about it on Monday, or maybe not even till Tuesday to even think about that.
Yeah, enjoy this one a little bit. It's great to see like I said, and I hate to be redundant, but man, the community showed up and showed out. It's pretty great.
Yep. It's pretty exciting. Very exciting.
All right.
We got to cut down some nets, don't we?
Yeah, Bellum's gonna get the court cleared, which is good for me because it's pretty scary down there. Got to get the. So I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna hang out here a little bit until the court clears. Then you gotta take it over by yourself.
I think you got to get down there.
You gotta get down there now? Should I make my way down there?
You got to get down there, Sam. What are we doing? We're Arrow TV. Get down there, Sam.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, I'm gonna get down there. It's all yours, my friend.
Am I holding the fort down up here?
You got to hold the fort down all by yourself unless you can find. Yep. All right, I'm out of here.
Okay. Now I can make fun of Sam here while he's not here. So as Sam makes his way down to the floor, get some interviews, he's going to make his way down. Getting some directions here from Ryan Remmers, the mastermind behind the production here. Just a fun night as we see people flow down to the floor. A lot of hugs going on. If you weren't able to make it tonight, it was really cool. We had a lot of people watching. So in a bit, we'll get Sam to track. I lost him in the sea of black, but he's going to track somebody down there to interview, and we'll wait for him to track somebody down. So I believe I'm correct in saying I thought there would be some upsets today that really didn't happen. I think the higher seeds won across the board, which I thought this year with all the parity maybe we would get a few more upsets. But tonight 7-10 at Watertown, probably a 50-50 game. Arrows come away with a victory. 31-28 as we wait for Sam, as the team and the coaches are taking a picture there, and Sam's going to try to track down a few of the either players, coaches, or both here. Maybe Sam's first experience of doing on-court reporting. So now I think we're trying to get the camera crew to find Sam. There he is. I see Sam. We got a visual on Sam. Right now, he's got to get his way in there. He's getting instruction from Selena. Selena Ingalls trying to help Sam out. I think Sam's running into the problem right now. They're taking pictures. We got to grab Coach McClemens. He's waiting for we got a team picture, now we got the senior picture. Sam found him.
Yeah, they're over there.
Yeah, Sam, I see Sam now, yeah. All right, my man, thanks, buddy. Got a little Mog helping me out here. We got spotters all over. So I believe 2017 would be the last time the Arrow boys were at the state tournament. That was in Sioux Falls. Second year the Premier Center was open, maybe first or second year. I believe it was second year. So pretty exciting deal for this team and this community to get back to the state tournament. There's bigger things in life, but this is pretty exciting for them. There's Sam tracking Coach Mack down. Let's hope Coach Mack accepts the interview. It's like we got the camera coming their way. We're getting set up here, folks. Coach Mack got his grandson. Now he's really smiling. All right, we got it lined up.
All right, I am going to be with Coach McClemens in about 30 seconds-ish. We had him, and then we lost him. He's a popular guy right now. Bear with me. All right, Coach McClemens coming back. Coach, first of all, congratulations on punching your ticket to the state tournament. How does that feel?
Really good. I mean, it really does. Thanks to everybody that came out. It's kind of a rock fight overall as far as the score, but just real happy for everybody. Those senior kids and, community. It's been a while since we've been there, so and getting there is hard. So I hope we enjoy the moment and go from there.
Tell me what this scene is like for you. Everybody's shaking hands, but there's a lot of hugging going on right now. I've seen some tears. This is 8 seniors on this team. Talk about how you feel in this moment right now and how important those 8 seniors were to your squad.
Well, I think the hugs are because I think, with those parents and the things that they did throughout these kids' career, right? I mean, getting them to the youth tournaments, getting them here and there. Obviously, those people have put in a ton of time along with their sons to get to this point. And so, again, it's surreal at this point a little bit because I thought the last shot was going to go in. So, I'm just real happy for the kids. You work all year to get to this point. You get a great crowd and great support, and they answered the bell when they needed to.
When you were watching film from the last game, you saw Sam DeGroat put up 21-23. You really did a good job of limiting him tonight. 31-28. Was he a big part of your game plan defensively to take him out?
Well, I think when you look at their whole team, I think defensively we were very good, and part of that's because of the preparation that those kids that didn't get in the game, right? The JV guys that are running all the Lincoln stuff, and so I thought we were really good defensively on a lot of kids for them. The Erickson kid, obviously Schaefer. And DeGroat. I mean, everybody that guarded them did an outstanding job tonight. And to only give up whatever we gave up, 28 points is pretty good.
All right, Coach, I'm not going to keep you much longer. Congratulations on a heck of a season. Best of luck at state in Sioux Falls. As you can see, you got an entire community behind you.
Yep, that's great. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
senior leader here for Dylan Rodden. Dylan, did you have 31-28 on your bingo card for tonight's game?
I wouldn't have told you that was going to be the final score before the game, but final score didn't matter as long as we had more than them.
Dylan, you played 4 years on this team. You've been a big part of the program. Had a big season, 30 points against Huron. Had real big moments late in games. How does this one feel compared to the rest of the season?
It feels great. All the games leading up to this are just as important to get us to this point, but this game is most important of all. It feels great.
Okay, last question for you. You've been playing with these guys, your friends, your buddies, for your whole life. How big a moment is it? How great does this feel to go not only to a state tournament, but to do it with your buddies?
It's even better that way. We've been playing together since we've been able to pick up a basketball, and it makes it just feel that much better.
Comes in and says congratulations. I think that's a good way to end it. Yeah. Congratulations, man. Best of luck at state.
Thank you.
Good luck, brother. All right, we got Caden Beauchamp here with us, number 5, senior. Caden, I got you as my player of the game, brother. Defensively, you were incredible.
Thank you.
Tell me what you did underneath, because your defensive game was big tonight. You were big underneath against DeGroat. You were big outside against DeGroat. Is that something that you wanted to do, is take away inside and outside? Tell me about, go into a little bit of detail. Tell me how good you were defensively tonight.
I mean, the whole week we just put in me being physical, everyone being physical, inside and outside, and that's been the main thing of the year for me, obviously, because everyone's taller than me. So mainly just be physical inside, push him out, and don't let him get where he wants to.
I think you did a great job with your hands. I think you did a really good job bodying him, being just aggressive the whole time. Did a good job on the glass, getting rebounds, both offensive and defensively. I asked Rodden this question, I'll ask the same thing of you. You've been playing with these guys your entire life. These are your brothers, your buddies. How good does it feel to not only go to a state tournament, but to do it with your bros?
I mean, it's the best feeling in the world. We've worked on this ever since we were young, and this has been our dream. And it was just awesome tonight.
All right, brother, good luck in Sioux Falls.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, looks like the Arrows are going to be cutting down the nets as I am going to try to catch my breath. Good gravy, there's a lot going on down there. Let's get caught up on chat real quick, and then we'll get out of here. Fly Eagles 11 says, what a game. Audrey Mooney, incredible game. Kay McDonald, go Arrows, wonderful game. Broadcast, fun chats, thanks for the game. Haley Zemlicka chimes in. Nice to hear from her. Great game, great broadcast. Appreciate you, Haley. Isaiah Cootie. My big old emoji there. Mind blown. That's cool. And then Fly Eagles 11. Making fun of my dad is always a great pastime. Appreciate that, Caden. And then Oheisen 1, Arrows K. All right. I think that is going to do it for me. I'm just going to let everybody enjoy the image of the boys cutting down the nets. Appreciate everybody that was on tonight and that joined Brian and I. Congratulations to the community of Watertown for showing up and showing out tonight. It was really fun to see the arena packed. It's a cool image right now to see these boys cutting down the nets and seeing an entire half of a court still completely full of youth and adult alike. So we will be back on Tuesday for a SoDak 16 game. So I hope everybody can join us then. Congratulations to the Watertown Arrows on a phenomenal season. Thank you to Ryan Remmers and Austin Thompson and Mog and KG and everybody else that's behind the scenes here. Looks like I got a list right here. I want to make sure I get everybody. Technical Director Mason Mogg, lookalikes Carter Remmers. Sorry, Carter, I blew your KFC lookalike. I feel like I would have nailed that had I seen it, so next time. Replays Austin Thompson. Cameras Jaron Mogg, Spencer Remmers, Kyle Gall, John McCorkle, and producer Ryan Remmers. Appreciate Brian Norberg joining us all season. That was super nice of him to give up his spot in the middle there, and watching his son and his and these kids that he's watched growing up their entire lives. So Brian really sacrificed a lot to come up into the booth with us. Just an incredible wealth of knowledge and super nice guy. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to sign off, but our cameras are going to stay live so we can get a shot of everybody getting a little bit of the net. I am going to sign off on Arrow TV one last time for the year, broadcasting an Arrows game. It's been a pleasure and an honor of a lifetime to call these games for these boys and for this community. Thank you to Dakota Land Federal Credit Union for being such a big part of Arrow TV this year. Thank you to Sharp Chevrolet of Watertown for being such a big part of Arrow TV this year as well. And that's going to do it for me. Appreciate everything from everybody. God bless.
wrong kosher do? Am I not supposed to?
Going crazy at this step back green. Rodden brings it up with a little hezzy back to the line. Boom, and one. Rayline at the top of the key. Buries the third. Wide open look for Olsen here. Back to back, and look at Ekstrom gobbling him up underneath. Great rebound there.